Dorothy here with Done by Dorothy. We are here today. We are working on our Mira Nature Journal. Today we have a lot of things to do, so we're going to get busy because I'm going to wrap this up and get into the ephemera part, which is the fun part. Well, I enjoy doing all of it, but it's my favorite part. So today we're going to be doing several different things. We're going to be doing stamping. We're going to do our envelopes in the middle of each of our journals. So without further ado, let's get going. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. There's a link in the description box below for our Facebook, Etsy, all those wonderful links. Let's see what else was there. Okay, and there will be a link to all of the digital images, the Etsy images, the free images. There will be a link to our collage image. And you know, this is the tissue paper we made. There'll be a link to the video below and above that will show you how we made our own tissue paper. And this is using, this tissue paper is actually the text tissue that you get from Hobby Lobby for $1.99. That's just the gift count, 20 by 20. So that's something we're going to do, and we're going to be working on stamping today. So let's start with our stamping. I'm going to be using this stamp, which is actually this right here. It's called Summer Meadow. This is, the angel policy on this is you can use it in your journals, no problem. So it is Card Making and Papercraft by SC Design by Simone Clay. This is Card Making and Papercraft magazine. It is a UK based magazine. You can find it at Joann's. It is well worth it. You get your stamps, like with this, I got all of these stamps and the little bitty dies. So there's like butterfly dies and some flower dies. Inside, you get, of course, tons of, there's even a crossword in there for crossword people. Tons of ideas for making cards. I was trying to find, let me go to the front here. There is a section, when you get it, let me see if I can find it now. Let's see. Well, I'll just sort of, so I mean, there is a ton, like there's a gorgeous little Christmas ones, and you know, happy birthday, and it's card making, but there are so many ideas that I find that you can use in your journals. You know, 10 ideas with washi tape. I mean, seriously guys, this magazine is worth getting. I'm not going to sit and show you every single page because, you know, go buy it yourself. No, just, but it is, you can find it from, you know, different, you know, layers you can do on it. I mean, it's just amazing. So, again, I'm not going to sit and flip all the way through it. I was trying to get to the part, and I must have missed it. It might be back here. There is a page that goes through. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's usually a page that goes through and shows you, you get bonus papers in the middle with little tags, and like these are all butterflies and flowers. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you get 2 copies of each one. You know, ideas. There's also tutorials, step-by-step tutorials, and ideas to use the stamps in every one, and the stamps are phenomenal. Like this is one time, I will just show you another one of my favorites. This is another one that's my favorite. You know, let me grab a piece of paper to put behind it. So, I mean, there are some phenomenal stamps on here. And this actually came with an embossing folder, like, you know, to put leaves across the bottom, which is just wide enough. It's just wide enough. It would go across the bottom of a journal or up the side perfectly. These are called Autumn Wonder. So, I mean, again, you know, and these came with, you know, little extra papers. You know, some of them are in the magazine, some of them are actually extras tucked in, and this is actually cardstock. And I mean, there's some really pretty fall things in there. So, you know, this magazine, it's, I think I pay $14.99 maybe. Let me check. I think is what it costs. But again, like just about every month, every month you either get extras, you know, papers that come along with it, or you get papers inside the magazine, and you get the stamps and the dies. So, I mean, there is a ton of ideas and things you can get, and like I said, it actually runs, let's see, $15.99 in the US, and you can find it at Joann's. It's well worth getting. It's the one magazine where every month, no matter what, this one I have to get. So, and I know it's not junk journaling, but that's just me. And again, look at these images. I mean, that's perfect for junk journaling. And the little butterflies, I mean, come on, crazy. It even has a dandelion head. So we're going to use this stamp. I do have my grungy old glass mat out. This thing's like, oh, it needs clean because I was using it yesterday, but this thing's a good 15 years old, and it's a Fiskars, and all the little lines are coming off of it and all, but it's perfect for stamping because it gives me that hard, solid base that I need. So I'm going to be using Tim Holtz Distress Ink and Vintage Photo. So I'm going to pull it out. Let's see, we've got our stenciled page, and a stenciled page, and a stenciled page. Ooh, I want to do some in here just to add a little extra at the bottom where the belly band is. And I don't want to necessarily, I won't necessarily use the whole stamp, but maybe part of the stamp. So let's see where, I think I want to come in from the corner actually. And again, I like stamping in journals because it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, when you do cards and stuff like that, it has to be perfect. And I sort of hold it down for a little bit and sort of let it, the ink, I don't know, attached into the paper because it's fiber. So I sort of feel like it needs a little bit of time. So, you know, just that little bit in the corner. It's not a lot. It's just a little bit. And then where my pages are wrinkled, it sort of doesn't pick up all of it, which, like this, in the bottom. See, that's, and I like that. I like that sort of natural look that it gives it. So okay, so let's go through and see. And I don't want to stamp on every page because then it takes away. I think I want to stamp something here at the top. We'll go back through. Again, I'm gonna pull this out. Make sure it's pulled really good. And when I drape it down from the top corner. And again, if you don't show that bottom, it looks naturally like it's coming in. So I very rarely stamp with the bottom of my stamps. And so see, that just puts a little vining down through the top there. You know, I think I actually want to put a little bit on the other corner too. Sorry, I know this is probably tedious watching me do this. I think I just want a little bit over here from the side, not quite in the corner. And hopefully, yeah, you guys can see me. Okay. I've been playing with my camera, trying to adjust it to different. So, yeah, see, so it's just enough that it sort of boxes in. I thought that was a string hanging. It boxes in the page, but it's not overpowering where it takes away from the page. Okay, so we've got this. That's there. You know what? Let's add a little. And like on here, you know, you can stamp in the background and still be able to write over top of it. But this, I'm literally just going to do a little bit down here in the corner. Just enough to give it a little something, but not overpower it. And let me line it up again. I got where that lace is in the middle, and yeah, so see, even though it naturally left some off in the middle, it sort of gave it just a little something in the corner. So let's see. This goes this way. That, I think I'm going to leave that alone because we're going to stack all that up through there. That's perfect. Do I want to put something over here? I think I do. You can do, and I think I'm going to hold this over my pocket right here, right up to the edge, because I don't want to stamp on my pocket. I'm taking my baby wipe. I'll wipe the lower end down because make sure I don't get that on my, well, you know what, I better use a bigger piece of paper then, just in case I find a scrap piece of paper that I have laying here. I've got scraps everywhere until you look for one. And that's the truth. We'll use this. This is the same width, so then we can put this over here, cover all of that pocket, because I just don't want to make sure I don't get it on there, so then I don't have to worry about I actually want this to sort of look like it come up out of the pocket, so I'm really gonna have to push on here to sort of rock it to get it through there, especially with the other pages behind it, which I should have moved probably. And see, that sort of looks like it's coming up out of the pocket, so if you put something in there, then that gives it a little bit of something just from the side. And we'll do a little bit from the top corner, just a teeny tiny bit. Just a little. Just to give it a little bit hanging down there. There we go. Okay, so let's see. There. Got that. That's there. Trying to. Okay. So we have this. I may go up the side on this. Let me think about that. It's got some stenciling on it. That's got all that dark on it, so it's pretty fine. I may let's just put a little bit up here. And this, I'm actually going to turn just above that. Let's see, sort of stick it flopping in from the corner, from the side. So this has got that little bit right there. Just adds a little bit. Not a lot, it's not overpowering, but just enough. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. We got stenciled. Let me go back over here, make sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put something right here. I keep flip flopping. I know you'll be like, "What? Why is she doing that? She's driving me crazy." And again, you know, you could do this in green. I like the whole sort of monotone of the nature and all that, so that's fine. That has some stenciling on it, but not a lot, so I think we're going to go ahead and just stamp off, and that just sort of creates a little shadowing next to it. And we'll come back in again here. So we'll just make that all the way around the corner. There we go. And I know you stampers that stamp all the time are out there probably going, what in the world is she doing? Why would she do that? It's just my thing. Put this over here just in the corner. Just to add a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Let me go back to the beginning and see what I'm doing here again. Okay, so we've got that stamping there. Some stenciling with stamping. See, it doesn't really just look good when you turn it, it just looks good. That's just me, I guess. The stenciling, this is not supposed to be here, this was flipped inside out. You know, I've got my pages out of order again, girls. And boys, if you're there. Nice, huh? Okay, let's see. This was our inside. Nope, I did this on the inside. Someone did that. No, we didn't have one on the inside because that's what I did. Okay. You know, am I going to have to count for you guys again, aren't I? Okay, so. Figure out which one I flipped. Oh, that's on the outside. That's what I did. I altered myself around. Okay, now let's try it. Okay, so I will get it situated in a minute, because I'm serious. I know you guys are probably going, seriously, how can she do this? And believe me or not, when I'm not on camera, I don't do this. Okay, now, back here. I probably changed it. Now that you guys have watched me do that multiple times. Okay, let's see. So I'll fix it later. I'm not gonna stress about it because it still looks good, and now it doesn't really matter because I just want to make sure I don't have like multiple journal pages back to back, and I have lots of places to journal is why I worry about that. But anyway, that's stamped. That's good. That's stenciled, stamped. Stenciled. Stenciled. Not today. Okay. In our pocket. This stenciled. Our envelope is going to get here though, so we'll have lots of stuff there. So the stenciling works. Stenciling. We stamped. So it's stenciling on it, and we're gonna ephemera on those. Stenciling, and stamped, and some stamping on the back. So, yep, I say we're good with that one. And I'll figure I'll watch my video and figure out how I had it arranged again. No, just joking. It's fine. So let me set that to the side. We will pull out our next one. We're keeping this one in order, girls and boys. If you're there, I quit doing that. It's so easy. I think, you know, people watch and they think, oh, it's crafting, it has to be girls, and that's not exactly the case. There's a lot of really, really good crafters that are men. Actually, some of the best ones are. I mean, Tim Holtz right there is a name for you. So, okay, I think I'm actually going to do some from the top here too. There we go. It's not a perfect stamp, but I like it not perfect. That is me. So that's stenciled. That's pocketed all the way up, so we don't stenciled. This is a belly band. So I'm going to ink this up. And I'm just going to put a couple to here, maybe stamp off next to it. Just create shadowing in the background. Then do with the dark one again. Just a little bit. And you know what? You might as well do the corner too, right over there. Then we'll just come here in the corner and some more. There we go. Just all the little wild flowery things across the thing. So this slides back in here. You guys seen how I did that, so I'd remember that now. Okay, stamping goes on here. I actually think I want to take this one from the middle in, just because of being a blank page. We'll actually stamp off the corners. Just a little bit in the corners. And then I think I will do one this way. So we come through here, a little in the middle. Just sort of creating a little framed box work, and then we'll come back to here and put one over here. There we go. So see, just that little bit of stamping, how that changed that page. I mean, like, totally. I mean, that's what that page that's what that page looked like before. So while we have this page out, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do my corners again. So, I mean, you know, if you maybe you don't have a lot of things to do or whatever, but you know, if you have a stamp pad and one color ink, you know, if you have to go and you can only get one ink, hands down, my most used ink is the Tim Holtz Distress Ink Vintage Photo. Now, there is the oxide. The oxide is great. And I use it a lot. I really, really do use it a lot. I'm actually going to move this one out a little bit farther than the other one. And I use the oxide a lot, especially if I want to like alter the way it works and stuff like that. But hands down, you know, the regular Vintage Photo, if you're not into a lot of mixed media, go for the Vintage Photo, because it is an ink that, especially if you're going to use junk journals where you're giving it that old antique look, you know, you are going to want that Vintage Photo. Let's see. I think I'm actually going to, and this is just sort of a playing around with it to you sort of get where you think you like. And the acrylic blocks really, really help with that, you know, because you can actually see through it. So yeah, you know, see how much that changed that. Pretty cool. Okay, so that goes in. Did I put it upside down? Yep. That goes in there. We have stenciling because our envelope goes in here. A little salamander friend. There's our stenciled page, or our stamped page. I'm not going to stamp this because we have the stamping over here, and this is going to have a lot of stuff tucked in the pocket, so I think it's good the way that it is. Some stenciling. So another page. How do we want to do this one? Yeah, I actually think I'll change it up a bit. Now, being very careful to make sure I don't mix those up because I don't have to sit and sort through in front of you guys again. You guys are probably like, really? Okay, so I think I'm actually going to do from all four corners. Let me ink it up because I'm going to do... So, we're going to do this depending on the length of the video. We may have to... I probably will do the envelopes in a video by themselves. Just because there'll be so much of it. So, we will get them done though, I promise. We're so close. It looks really good with that stain behind it too. Yeah, so let's do this in all four corners, just to add a little bit. I'm gonna ink right in the middle, a little top, and just teeny tiny little bit. Just to sort of, I gotta better ink that because I don't want it to look faded compared to the rest of it. So just sort of go around the edges on here and create that. That's the one thing with having a flat bottom stamp is you really can't use it, you know, in the middle, in the center, but it works great to go around the edge. Now, I could ink up part of that and just do it in the center, but I think it would look really weird, so I sort of like it all coming in from around the place. Okay, so we've already inked that. So this goes this way. This goes back in here. But over... I'm going to do a higher up thing here of ephemera, so I think it'll be good there. There's this stenciling. This is going to have stuff in it, so we can do this back page here. It's really, really dark there at the bottom, so I'm actually going to go in from the top corner with a spray. Go through the middle. I'm going to come in here. Sort of just add a little bit from the side. A little bit down the other side. Excuse me, my voice is getting rough again. Doesn't take a lot for it to wear out, which is why I'll probably do this one and then do the next. Okay, so there's that one. Let's set it to the side. Let's pull out our last one. Let's see what's going on here. That's going to be high up. That's stenciled. Have our tree here. I do want to do, let me set this to the side. Let me go ahead and pink up this little side over here. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to pause and grab some water as soon as I get done doing this, and I'll be right back. Hi guys, sorry about that. You know, I've been fighting this cold and I'm getting my voice back, but there's days it just doesn't quite seem like it wants to. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out here. These are some of the other stamps in that kit. And let's see, let me grab the little... You see, I don't want to use that because there's such a height difference. Even if I brought it down here, it would look sort of odd. This is, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I think we won't do that. I was going to do that, but I think I will wait because I have another idea about that. So let me set this to the side. Okay, so we're going to leave this page alone. Okay, let me put this back. Okay, that is stenciled. That's going to have stuff stuck out of it, but we can put something along the side. Maybe turn it and have it right off the side. Here we go. See, just that little bit off the side and a little cute. Okay. So we have that. Page. We have this. Do I want to? Yeah, this is pretty fine. We have to do the other side anyway, so that worked. This will go ahead. I think I'm just going to put the side here because I did a whole lot coming out of the side like that. I should put it almost up to the pocket. There we go. This is just enough that adds a little bit of something. Let me ink this up a little bit on the bottom. I'm going to take this a little higher up. I'm sorry guys if I'm dawdling in my stamping. I don't want to take that up on the pocket. But I think I'm going to take this over here. I'm going to re-stamp this bottom here a little, just a wee bit. There we go. So that just has a little bit over there. And see, I like that. I like that grassy look across there. So I'm going to turn this one up over here, and I'm just going to... It does not want to stamp around that where that end of those... It's where the journal pages are on the back. So it's like a different thickness. So let me put that, actually let me put 2 and try to hold it up a little bit and see if that'll help. And then I can match it up because I've got my acrylic block pretty as close as I can get anyway. Oh, a lot better. So yeah, I just needed that support under there because of, see where it was a lot less. So I did that. Let's see, we have this over here. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? We're going to embellish some of these, so I don't want to overdo it. Let's just take some in from the top right there. Just a little thing in the corner. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then we'll embellish down here. Okay, I love how that page turned out. I love it. It looks good with that. Okay, there's a train. I apologize. And there's stenciling. There's going to be stuff in there, so we're not going to mess with that. The tree we're not going to mess with. This, we could put, oops. Let's do some of this. Yeah, this is one of those stamps. Every once in a while you find a stamp and you're like, oh, this stamp is really going to get used. This is one of those for me. I think it just even collages or anything. See, there's another. And these are just scraps that I tore off. Turn it over here. Slide it under here. Just to give us, you know, lay it flat would probably be helpful. And that just gives us that little bit of support under there where the journal page is. Then let's see, let me know back up where I was. It's right here. There we go. So there's that. And this goes here. Over that. That's stenciled. This has the pocket on the back. It's gonna have stuff stuck out of here. I might do a little bit across the top, but not a lot because I think it would overpower and sort of take away from the pocket. And I love this pocket. Okay, so let's just do a couple of small ones across the top. Just a little bit. Sort of like it's hanging down and winding down in the forest. And then a little bit of there. Nope, didn't catch. So hoping there would be just enough ink there that it would catch. And there. So our stamping is finished. And again, so we got all three of our signatures stamped. So next will be the envelopes in the center. We will get those done. And then after the envelopes, we will start our ephemera. We are that close, guys. So we are really close. Some of those ones I know that are out there waiting. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. You know, I know I was just stamping, so it was probably not that fun. I promise next time will be fun. So that's it for today. We'll be back next time. Have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are around the globe. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check the description box below for all those important links to get everywhere and to get everything that you need. And we will see you again next time. This is Dorothy, and have a great day. Bye.